Let's understand the modal verb shall. The modal verb shall may be used in 5 possible ways. Number 1. Futurity. Number 2. Command, promise or threat. Number 3. Formal obligations. Number 4. Offer. And number 5. Advice or suggestion. And the modal verb should can also be used in 5 possible ways. Number 1. As a past form of shall in indirect speech. Number 2. Belief that may not be true. Number 3. Moral obligation or duty. Number 4. Probability. And number 5. Advice or suggestion. Now you might be confused looking at the usages, as some usages are common in shall and should. Let's start the learning by the application of modal verb shall. Number 1. Futurity. Futurity means the future time. Shall is used to refer to an event that is happening in the future. If you remember, in our previous video, we learned that will is also used to denote the future time. Then what's the difference? In the case of the sentences having the first person pronoun, we use shall. While in the case of sentences having second and third person pronoun, we use will. For example, I shall get a first class in the exam. Here, we have used the first person pronoun I. So, shall is used. Let's look into a similar example in the case of the verb will. He will get a first class in the exam. Here, we have used the third person pronoun he. So, we have used will. Let's look into one more example of each of them. Shall I come tomorrow in the class? Will you come tomorrow to the class? Notice, nowadays we use will also with the first person pronoun in case of the statement. So, I will get a first class in the exam is also correct. Please remember this. Let's look into the second usage of the modal verb shall. Command, promise or threat. This usage is generally done when the subject is in second or third person. Let's look into the examples of each of them. Number 1. Command. That delivery man shall not enter my office again. Here, shall is used to give the command. Number 2. Promise. You shall have a holiday tomorrow. Here, shall is used to give a promise. Number 3. Threat. You shall be punished for this act. Here, shall is used to give a threat. Please note that these usages of shall are old-fashioned and not used in modern days. Let's look into the third usage of the modal verb shall. Number 3. Formal obligations. In case where we want the concerned person should be formally obliged to his duty, we use shall. For example, the student shall pay the fees during the first month of every semester. Here we are making sure that the concerned is formally responsible, so we have used shall. Let's look into one more example of this kind. The accused shall appear in court again on 26th October. Here also, we are making the concerned formally responsible, so we have used shall. Please note, nowadays we use the modal verb must in the case of formal obligations to eliminate the confusion. Let's look into the fourth usage of modal verb shall. Number 4. Offer. In case of asking for an offer, we use shall. For example, shall I get you a glass of water? Shall I ask you to have dinner with me? In both the examples, we are asking for an offer. So we have used shall. Let's look into the fifth usage of the modal verb shall. Number 5. Advice or suggestion. In case of asking for advice or suggestion, we use shall. For examples, shall we have pizza tonight? Shall I order lunch from outside? In both examples, we have used shall for advice and suggestion. Please note, while in the case of statements, the use of will is more common, but in case of questions which include offers, suggestions or willingness of a person, we use shall, which is evident from the examples that we just learned. So these are the 5 main usages of modal verb shall. Now, Let's look into the usages of should. Number 1. The past form of shall, and it is used in indirect speech. For example, I expected that I should get a first class in the exam. Ram said that he should come the next day. In both the example, should is used in indirect speech as a past form of shall. So remember this usage. Let's look into the second usage of modal verb should. Number 2. Belief that may not be true. For example, if it should rain, they will not come. Here, we are supposing that if it rains, then they will not come. It's a belief that may not be true. So we have used should here. Let's look into one more example of this kind. If he should see me here, he will be annoyed. Here, we are supposing if he sees me here, then he will be annoyed. It's also a belief that may not be true. So, we have used should here. Remember this usage. Let's look into the third usage of should. Number 3. Moral obligation or duty. It is not a formal obligation or compulsion, but a moral obligation or duty. For example, we should respect our elders. It is not a formal obligation, but our moral obligation or duty that we must respect our elders. So we have used should here. Let's look into one more example of it. You should have been more careful. It's a past obligation that was not fulfilled. So we have used should here. Let's look into the fourth usage of should. Number 4. Probability. When something is probable or likely to happen, we may use should. For example, he should be in the library now. There is a probability of him being in library, so we have used should. Sam should be here by 1 p.m. There is a probability involved of Sam being here, so we have used should here. Let's look into the fifth usage of should. Number 5. Advice or suggestion. In case of statements for advice or suggestions, we use should. For example, you should ensure your computer against accidental damage. You should try to lose weight. In both cases, should is used for advice or suggestion in a statement form. So these are the 5 possible ways in which we can use the modal verb should. Once again, I will show you the chart of shall and should. This is the chart of shall and this is the chart of should. Now, I am providing you an exercise to practice. Here, you need to choose the correct modal verb between shall and should. For helping you give the correct answers, I am giving you the hint as well. The sentences are: the driver should pay a fine in case of the traffic rules violation. Hint: it's a formal obligation. If his father shall or should see him, he will be angry. Hint: it's a belief that may not be true. Number 3. Shall or should I get you a cup of tea? Hint: it's an offer in question form. Number 4. He said that he shall or should be punished for that crime. Hint: it's in indirect speech. Please message me the correct answer in the comment section. I will be waiting for your reply. That's all in this video. Let's quickly revise what we learned in this lesson. At the beginning of the video, I asked you a question: which sentence is correct? The tenant shall pay the agreed amount on the first day of every month, or the tenant should pay the agreed amount on the first day of every month. As we are referring to legal terms and want the tenant formally obliged, the correct sentence will be: the tenant shall pay the agreed amount on the first day of every month. Then we learned the 5 ways in which shall and should are used, along with the similarities and differences with examples. The modal verb shall may be used in 5 possible ways. Number 1. Futurity. Number 2. Command, promise or threat. Number 3. Formal obligations. Number 4. Offer. And number 5. Advice or suggestion. And the modal verb should can also be used in 5 possible ways. Number 1. Past form of shall used in indirect speech. Number 2. Belief that may not be true. Number 3. Moral obligation or duty. Number 4. Probability. And number 5. Advice or suggestion. Finally, I gave you an exercise to practice, whose answers you will be giving me in the comment section. That's all in today's video. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Like, comment, share and subscribe in case you found the video helpful. We will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye.